Hello, welcome back to Story Reckless. I'm Nathan, I'm the DM here, and I use he, him pronouns, and we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons in Descent into Avernus. And yeah, it's hopefully it'll be an exciting night. But with that, let's do some intros.
I'm Claire, my pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Kadam, half-elf grave cleric, and wereborn.
Oh, that's me.
Your line.
Yeah, that's me. My name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns. Tonight I'm playing Calliope, Air Genasi Artificer. I also play an array of small contraption companions because an action economy was the real treasure all along.
Hi, I'm Enyo, they, them, any pronouns, and I'm playing Pip, an artificer satyr alchemist who is taking away from all of the action economy that Olive has built up on purpose.
Amazing. Yes, well, with that, let's do a quick little recap here, and then we can jump right into it. So, last we left off, you all had your encounter with Mordenkainen. And upon making a trade of the processed Terillium, he invited you into his tower, into the foyer, to have a discussion on what he could provide for you. And he told you of Coward's Hill, where Yonder was currently being tortured for information on the Bleeding Citadel. Kadam had a realization.
Sometimes you don't understand God, even when God's very straightforward with you.
Well, God trusted in you. and thought, well, Kadam must know what they're doing, and I'm gonna trust in them.
Kadam had no idea what they were doing.
Oh my god. Anyways, so with this information in hand, you all departed Mordenkainen's tower and head off across the wasteland once more. Kadam leading the way, white-knuckled on the wheel of the infernal war machine, following the severed, shriveled hand. And unfortunately, the first destination, it seemed to have got confused, and it led you to the Wandering Emporium. But Kadam immediately veered off, heading straight in the direction that the hand was now pointing. And mercifully, it only took about 2 hours extra to arrive at the base of Coward's Way, where you saw this looming craggy hill kind of jutting over the river Styx, and trailing up to the top were numerous dark iron trees with individuals impaled upon them, flocks of sturges swarming the skies above and landing on the various victims. You got out of your machines, told Uldrak to wait behind. Poor Uldrak.
Poor Uldrak.
You convinced Uldrak to come with you.
I know. That's why he's poor Uldrak and not annoying Uldrak or something.
And headed up to the top of the hill, passing the various humans and other humanoids impaled on these trees, until eventually you came to the base of the largest tree at the top, where you could see the withered form of Yonder pierced in the center of the tree, sturges periodically landing on his body and pumping him full of blood, his armor bolted to his flesh, and he was stuck there, moaning and crying in agony as you stood at the base of the tree. The final thing that I believe it was Calliope noticed, is what I said at the end of the session, was far off in the distance, seeming to almost circle this site, was a flaming horse with a rider atop it, gently gliding in the air, circling the hill far off in the distance. Oh yeah, important detail. You all got your brands. Your traitorous brands on the backs of your necks. Mordenkainen telling you that it would help cloak you into entering this hill. It seems to have worked because you weren't accosted by anything. But yeah, you all ended up with different brands in Infernal. I believe we had Saboteur for Kadam and Pip, Oathbreaker for Calliope and Valor, and Heartbreaker for Lulu, which was supposed to be Oathbreaker, but something happened and it transformed on her neck into Heartbreaker.
Zariel's got some feelings, clearly.
So, this is where we're at. You stand at the base of the tree. You can hear the ragged breathing of yonder above and the fluttering of leathery wings. What are you all gonna do?
I think Calliope is currently under the effects of levitate and has been examining these runes and is muttering to herself, this is infernal work, just cruel.
And that's right, there's the runes that are all encircling yonder that you've determined will trigger some sort of alarm if you were to pull yonder off.
I think Calliope calls down to you two and says, all right, I think I know how to disable this and get yonder down. It's not going to be easy, and I'm going to need a hand.
All right.
So we're going to have to break a couple of different runes simultaneously. Pip, maybe you could just like get a tool or something, and don't touch it yet. Don't touch it yet. But when I say like scratch out that thing, you see that rune there? Just give it a nice scratch in half.
All right, I'm good at breaking things.
All right, so go ahead.
I'll cast Enhance Ability on Calliope.
I think a guidance is all we need because help has the advantage.
Oh, you're right. Yes, I'm sorry. I will reach up and just like bop the underside of your foot and cast guidance.
Okay. And for Pip, because yonder, I believe I said yonder was 30 feet up. So how is Pip going to get up to assist you, Calliope?
I might still have a fly potion left.
Okay, that would work.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is a new day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been many days, actually.
Many
so,
days.
yeah, if you wish to roll on your table, I don't know how many days specifically. I would have to try to figure that out. But
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to roll anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just to. Okay. Which one is that? Good lord. Cool. Well, I finally got a healing potion. That's great.
Tell you what, I'll give you, I think it's been at least 4 days, so you can roll 3 more times. Because you get one each day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, we're getting some cool ones. Okay, come on.
1, 4, and 6, and 1. Okay. So no fly potions?
Yeah, no. Somebody got a flight potion at least, but it's not me. It's not Pip.
And you're out of your fly potions from earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
But I have leap.
You have leap?
I can leap for it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
hold on.
does
I
leap?
think
So leap allows you to. Or no, is that that's a satyr ability, right?
it's a satyr.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What type of leap? Could you?
I
let me
would.
know what's the emotional valence of this leap? If you had to use the word.
Right. Yes. How would you? What adjective would you tie to this leap if you had to tie one to it?
To this particular leap.
Or your ability to do these
right.
leaps in general.
Okay, I think it is completely unwarranted confidence.
Okay, I like that. Completely.
30 feet,
So
no problem.
So for Pip, the ability is called completely unwarranted confident leap.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's not mirthful leap. It's unwarranted confident.
Unwarranted confident leap. Yeah. So if you want to do that, what I would say is, I would want you to make an acrobatics roll, or athletics, depending on how you do it, to see if you can time it to leap up at the right exact moment to hit that rune that Calliope is talking about as Calliope casts this spell. So if you want to do that, you're welcome to. It'll just be an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or if you have some other solution. But yeah, that's what I would give you with the leap.
Yeah. Okay. I think that even if this is just for flavor, I think Pip is like, all right, give me a second, and is going to start like undoing all of her boot mechanisms that have been kind of strapped to one of the infernal vehicles. I forget which one.
Okay.
And is going to use it to make kind of a big sort of like however, I don't know, maybe like a 4-foot scratching rod thing, and it's like, okay, I can do this.
Okay. And is this to assist you with your jump to get up to it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead and make either acrobatics or athletics to and so this is basically, so for our, like, if we're imagining this is actually happening simultaneously with you casting the spell, Calliope, but I want to determine Pip's roll first to see if she is successful to give you the help action in your dispel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're all gathered here, Calliope floating up above, and Pip, you go running with this big rod to leap up and scratch that rune. Go ahead and make the check. For Sorry, that's a 5. Let me switch us to the map view so that people can see that. So good. That is a 5 that you rolled there for your leap, which
I will not be getting advantage today.
you will not.
I feel foolish for turning down that enhance ability.
So you did not get you did not roll a 1, so you're not gonna, nothing catastrophic is gonna happen. But Pip, like, what do you think? What does this look like? This 5. You are not not getting enough height. But is anything else happening as you leap up to, like?
I think Pip has over-engineered her scratching out stick.
Okay.
And has decided, like, all right, I'm pumped up for this. I can do it. Yes, it's just a jump. I've done many leaps of faith.
You go and you run and you jump, and as soon as you leave the ground and put all that force on your stick, it just crumples and falls apart as you go to reach for it, and it's completely short. Calliope, it is in this instant that you cast the Dispel Magic on the runes.
Yeah, sure do. So that's cast. Spend in that spell slot. And so this can be just 1d20 plus guidance plus 5 from intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a Flash of Genius in my back pocket.
Okay, that is a lot of rolls to...
That's a 24.
Oh my god.
And let's just Flash of Genius it. Just No. I know what the DC is.
You
We're
do.
good.
Yeah.
We're good.
You're good. Okay, yeah, so despite not having advantage, you rip apart the runes all across the front of the tree. What's the like apparatus you use for this? Is it?
I think it's just like, oh my god, it's like hooking up a like jumper cables from Big Dummy. I've just like got a couple wires like going up, and I've clamped them to a couple different parts of the tree,
Okay.
and then I'm like 3, 2, 1, okay, now hit it.
Yeah, and the energy from Big Dummy courses up through the tree, and all of the runes for a moment flash, and then they seem to just shatter and dissipate, and all that's left are the dull engravings on the tree. No energy left within them. You feel like you dispelled those runes.
I think it worked. Okay,
All right.
how do we get this guy down?
Carefully.
How?
He's on hooks.
Yeah, how's he attached?
He has one kind of almost like through the sternum that sort of comes up, and it's sort of hooked up like that, and then he has another through his right shoulder that as well, it kind of barbs up like that. So it would have to be like a kind of a scooping motion.
Yeah. We're gonna create exit wounds.
Somehow he's still alive.
Yeah.
He clearly has been here for a very long
I
time.
mean, we know that he's a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not Calliope's wheelhouse. Calliope has 6 strength. She's not lifting bloated vampire off of meat hook.
Can Valor climb up and kind of help lift him into Big Dummy?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Calliope is currently levitating on her own power. Big Dummy isn't up here. Big Dummy's down on the ground,
Ah.
to be clear.
But Valor could
Can
climb
Valor
up.
climb up and see if she can't
Yeah.
lever him off?
Yeah. Go ahead.
She has rope. She can, if she gets him off, can just rope him down.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can like help with this by just like basically flying up to like a branch and like tying a chain or a rope or something.
Okay, so Calliope, you drift up and start securing a rope as Valor starts to climb up the tree. Go ahead and give me that athletics check as Valor starts climbing up this iron tree, which has plenty of barbed hooks on it.
23.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't take long. Valor gets up right next to Yonder, who's sort of faltering, eyes fluttering open, seeming to still be in an immense amount of pain, but like is starting to become aware of creatures moving around him. As Valor gets next to him, she's kind of looking around and starts to scoop her arm behind his back and kind of grimaces. Sorry, this is it is probably going to hurt. And she's going to start to strain to pull him off. As she does, Calliope, you hear little fluttering wings, and you start to see some of those sturges darting down towards the two of you. Immediately, 3 of them are going to dive bomb towards Valor, and 2 of them towards you, Calliope. Let's do quick initiative rolls with Valor and Calliope to see if you can react before they stab into you.
You have a D8, Calliope.
I sure do, don't I? A natural 20.
A natural 20. Okay, you definitely will react before they can. And what about you, Valor?
15.
15. Okay. I'm going to move us over to the map as well. 15. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So both of them can react to
It's so big.
and Calliope. I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna say you're kind of like up there. The rest of you are down on the ground. Big Dummy is probably like right at the base of the tree. So yeah, these sturges are flying down. They don't really make any sound. You just see these creepy, like, kind of humanoid faces with these long proboscis and leathery wings and kind of thick, coarse hairs sort of sticking out along the back end of them. And they are diving straight towards you and Valor. Calliope, you get to go first, I believe. Yeah, because Valor got a 15.
Is there any way I can help Valor? I guess I just take the help action.
Oh yeah,
For
so you,
Valor.
yeah, just to get Yonder off quicker. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And in that case, I would say Valor, seeing that cue, she as well is going to use her action to get Yonder off. So let's do athletics at advantage to get Yonder off the hooks.
19.
19. Okay. Yeah, that is good enough as Valor starts to pull and push with the I think before she did it, you guys kind of secured the rope onto him.
Yeah.
And she and Yonder just lets out a gasp as blood starts to gout out and he gets wrenched off of the hooks and kind of Valor attempts to sort of soften the fall, but a lot of it is caught by the rope and he's suddenly just hanging there from the tree, ropes under his arms, blood dribbling out and just kind of gasping for breath. He's definitely going to take damage from that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
God, I mean, I'm going to say 4d6 for the 2 hooks. That feels like maybe even not enough. 14 points of piercing damage.
I think Calliope's just like, and just jump. I gotcha.
Okay, Valor will jump off.
Or with Yonder.
Well,
With Yonder? Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
I
What were you gonna say, Kadam?
It ain't relevant.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've been traveling together long enough. Valor trusts you, Calliope, when you say this. So she is going to leap out and sort of hug Yonder as she sort of rotates herself to start falling towards the ground with Yonder.
Actually, Pip, you want to go? You want to get it?
Do you want to do it?
Like we make eye contact.
No, just kidding.
It's like, oh no, you.
No, yeah, you please go and then.
I'm actually gonna have her just slam into the ground if you guys
Okay,
hesitate.
Pip cast Featherball.
That would be so funny. I was like, I completely trust you. 3d6 bludgeoning. Just. Okay, so yeah. She does. I mean, she is holding Yonder, so it's not the most graceful landing. She is gonna kind of fall prone with him, sort of like bear hugging him, landing on the ground.
Well, it's like Pip's feather fall is special, right?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the like
foam.
Yeah,
the foam.
the foam.
That's right. So
feather
it kind of sort of pillows out and cushions their fall as they land.
I will immediately move in and cast Cure Wounds. At 3rd level, we're gonna say.
Okay. Before you're able to do that, they
Yeah.
land. The 5 Sturges, the 3 that were going for Valor, sort of quickly course correct, and now all 5 go for the closest
went well.
target.
Uh-oh.
As all 5 Sturges descend down on Calliope. So I'm going to resolve that first because this is all kind of happening in the tree as Kadam, you're rushing over towards Yonder. So Calliope, the 5 Sturges all come flying down towards you and swarm around you. And they're each going to try to latch on to you.
I got AC 20.
AC 20, okay. That's without big dummy. That's just your normal AC.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on whether or not I have my shield.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have said that it's kind of like built into Big Dummy, and I probably wasn't carrying my shield around while doing all that like fancy work.
That would be
Wanna be-
would be rough, yeah. To like to
Yeah.
It's up to you. I mean, if you can think of a way
I think
that
we saw the
detaches-
nightmare. She probably just like had the shield on her back or something, and like
Okay, sure.
it has like now pulled it around. It's just
Sure.
like trying to like fend them off.
Gotcha. Okay, so AC 20. Here we go. 5 of them. That's a natural 20. Holy shit. So one of
No,
them.
it ain't.
Oh, okay. So is it a 10, or it's just a?
It's just a hit.
Okay, it's just a hit. Okay. So instead of, I think that would have been 10 points of piercing. I think it's just 7. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just 7 points of piercing. Okay, so 7 points of piercing damage as one of them manages to dart past and latch onto you, and the proboscis sticks into your flesh, and it's now clinging onto you. And then the other 4, 19, yes, 6, 14. And
I leveled up
11.
and I made a cloak of protection. So I think like that one, it would have hit. Like it's found like a vulnerable point on my back.
Mm-hmm.
But now like my cloak that I have is kind of like has, like magical runes stitched throughout it.
I think I like if I don't know if this is appropriate, but I almost imagine little like electrical shocks, almost like shocking the Sturges off.
Oh yeah, it's like when you pull something out of like the dryer and it just like has that like satellite electricity. That's what's going on here.
Awesome. So and only one of them manages to latch onto you. Kadam, now all the Sturges are just fluttering around Calliope. Kadam, you make it up to yonder, and you're gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many hit points?
18 points of healing.
18. Nice. Oh, I need to check something. What is... I gotta check something really quick. Does Cure Wounds work on undead?
Gosh, I hope so.
For some reason, I feel like there's something that says
it doesn't.
It does. Okay, so he does not get those 18 points of healing.
Would I know that?
I don't think you've
before?
ever tried to heal a vampire.
No.
So I think you just found out. I'm so sorry. As you release the spell, and don't feel.
What happens if I cast inflict wounds on him? Does he feel better?
Does he feel better if you inflict wounds on him? I don't think so.
That's in 3rd edition it would. It's positive.
I know.
Is it really? Oh,
yeah,
wow. Yeah. Wow, interesting. Okay. Well, anyways.
Does Pip know whether a healing potion would work?
I guess for some reason healing potions do work. I don't know. How does that... Oh, God. Well, the magic releases Kadam, and it's unable to take hold. And you can just see him lying there, trying, like, eyes kind of fluttering, huge wounds in the chest. But you are, even now, you're starting to see, let me check something. I think, hold on. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I know why it's not. Because I did that. I'm just checking something. I don't remember if he's...
I just looked this up today. If he's a spawn, it's 10 hit points per round. If he's a full vampire, it's 20.
Got it. So yeah,
for reasons other than this campaign.
You see, you do see the wounds are slowly starting to close shut.
Oh, it worked. Great.
All right.
Just slowly.
Pip, do you want to do anything in this moment? Kadam is attending to yonder. Calliope is being swarmed by Sturges up at the top of the tree. But I want to give you an opportunity here because you just use your reaction for that feather fall. Do you want to do anything?
I mean, the obvious thing here is for Pip to just be like, "Oi, wank stains!" and shoot a Sturge.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Make an attack roll.
Fireballs.
I'm so tempted. I think Pip is holding, just like kind of grabs, goes for Gargouth and is like, "Oh, I can't."
You hear him go, "Oh, come on."
She's so tiny.
Yeah, but you know you
She'll
want
just
to.
burn up.
You could just angle it so it doesn't quite hit her. I'll help you.
Not today, little one. Next time.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Out of character, I want to say you could hold a fireball until I drop down.
That totally hits, and 9 points of piercing and six sneak attack. Easily just shatters into a million pieces. It is destroyed. Okay, and you only get one attack, right? Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that takes us. Well, I guess Lulu. She'd quickly fly up to try to help you, Calliope, and she'll try to stab one of these sturges off of you. I think she'll go for the one that's attached to your body. She'll try to hit that, and actually misses. Yeah, it skitters out of the way, and she kind of deflects her tusk off of your armor. Sorry.
Get down. We need to get back down there.
Yeah, okay. And she will fly back down. She technically provoke an opportunity attack since she went in for the tusk. And one of them manages to latch onto her as she flies away. So now she has a sturge attached to her. She's get it off! Although that would have actually been half damage, so only takes 2 points of damage. All right, Calliope, let's go back to you. You're up on top of the tree. Sturges fluttering around you. You have one attached to you, I believe, at the start of your turn. Yes, at the start of start of the Sturge's turn. Okay, you're good.
Okay.
But you feel it attached to you.
I'm going to disengage and just fly or float back down, kind of like to ground level.
Okay, easy enough.
And bonus action, since I'm not riding Big Dummy, it gets to actually take actions. So I'll have a bonus action and have it do its force and powered rend.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Back to me. And Clive is just like, get it off! Get it off! Are we flanking it?
Are you flanking it? I guess so. It's like attached to you, so yeah, I guess you're like positioning yourself to like, if it's like on your back, you're like, yeah, sure.
Okay, 19 to hit, 6 force damage.
Oh yeah, so that sturge is obliterated, spraying viscera across you. It is destroyed. Anything else for you, Calliope?
That was action, bonus action.
Okay, at this point there's only the one stuck on Lulu. It's Valor's turn. I mean, I would say Valor would get up and run over and try to stomp it. Yeah, you know what? There's so many of you. Don't even bother. We can just say that she runs up, grabs it, rips it off, and just like throws it on the ground and stomps it before it's able to suck the blood of Lulu. And the other two just kind of fly away off from the tree, joining the swarm up ahead of Sturges. You have Yonder off the tree, and you're sitting here at the bottom. You all do hear, though, far in the distance, a faint what are you all gonna do?
I'm gonna, still kneeling down next to Yonder, say, Yonder, can you hear me? We've come to help. Can you speak to me?
You see his eyes a bit glazed, looking around. And for the first time, he seems to look and actually make eye contact with someone here. And is looking right at you, Kadam. His hand, kind of shaking, reaches up towards your face and touches it.
I will keep it there.
His hand is very cold. And you see him kind of Are you real?
I am.
see him starting to look around, realizing where he is. Back at you. Who are you? Why have you done this? And he starts to sit up as his wounds continue to close, and thick blood is just like guzzling out the wounds.
My name is Lyra. You've heard my voice before. We're here to make things right.
That was you.
Yes.
What do you mean, make things right?
You don't deserve to be here. So we're taking you down. We're going to take down everyone else, too.
I do deserve to be here. Do you even know who I am?
I do.
Do you know what I did?
I saw it happen. And I do not believe you belong here.
You abandoned everyone. And I went home a hero. And we all told stories of our heroism. I lived like a king. I got whatever I wanted. I couldn't take it anymore. But she can't find it.
I'm sorry, Yonder. I'm having trouble understanding much of what you're saying right now.
I deserve to be here.
Do you want me to put you back up there?
No. I'm happy to just find my way. Find some hole to hide in.
I'm afraid the holes around here are few and far between, and we seem to have a habit of dragging people out of them.
I mean, we could go put him in the big helmet. Have like hermit crabs. They like trade holes.
He slowly is standing up to get to his feet, wavering. The wounds now slowly have closed up entirely. But there's still the gaping holes in the armor as he looks around. Will you let me go?
I mean,
Not just yet.
yeah, you don't need the whole picture. We are looking for the Bleeding Citadel to return Elturil back to the material plane. Zariel brought it down here. The whole Creed Resolute thing was like, giving our souls over. Was kind of hoping you could help pulling us in the right direction before wandering off.
She looks at he looks at all of you very closely. So, is this your latest play to try to get me to talk?
Ah, yeah, she would do this, wouldn't she?
Yeah, that...
Yeah, that tracks.
Just let me go. I'll stay down here. I don't need to be up there anymore. Just let me wander the plane. I won't go back. I know where I'm meant to be.
Oh, Yonder.
Please. And he starts to try to push past you, limping towards the down part of the hill.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and give some resistance. Yonder, I don't know if we can persuade you that we ain't Zariel right now. But I promise you we ain't. Stay with us for a while.
Honestly, I'm really happy that that was his first thought. That's smart. That means that he hasn't told her yet.
She can't find it.
Yeah. Hey,
Which I find real interesting because she was there.
No, she was not at the citadel.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Lulu. Never mind.
speaking of, hey, I think you might recognize
Oh, he
our friend here.
looks over and you see it kind of does a double take and then eyes go wide. Lulu sort of sheepishly flutters out from behind Valor, looking at Yonder. Lulu gently flutters towards Yonder. It's me. I promise I'm real. This isn't a trick. Lulu? His hand gently reaches out towards her and her trunk just kind of grips the hand. Who are you? Why are you with her?
Pip would like to see what kind of answer, like what it is that he would want to hear, even if it's a lie.
Okay.
to like make him do what we need him to.
How are you going to do this?
I think Pip is going to use detect thoughts
Okay.
and try and just
Are you
like see, just probe.
Are you doing just
little.
surface level, or are you actually going to go deeper where they have to make a save to see if they can resist? Like if you go deeper, you'll get like a lot, right? But they make a save. They make a save, and they will know if you do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to know regardless.
Okay.
Or they
Right?
don't know if you say surface
Oh.
level.
Okay, maybe Pip will just stay surface level and kind of just use all of what. I think Pip is also kind of just talking to Gargoth, like, and using Lulu's memories to kind of feel like, okay, I need to put all of these pieces together.
Okay.
I have Lulu's memories. This clearly, he's playing 5D chess with Zariel.
All right. So surface level thoughts. There is just this swirling of grief and shock and joy with the contact of Lulu's trunk. For surface level, I don't think you're going to be able to pick up exactly what it is that he would want to hear in this moment. That would require going deeper. You're just getting those surface level emotions of like, and maybe some phrases passing through of I can't believe it's her, and maybe one surface phrase you get is like a maybe this is real.
You know what? Pip's gonna push it. Pip's
Okay.
gonna push it.
So is that a whiz save? Intelligence save? I forget what the save is.
Let me double check.
Mm-hmm.
It is a thoughts. It's wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, wisdom save. Here we go. That's a 10. Oh, actually,
Okay, cool.
and it is a 10. He is making it at disadvantage. So, yeah, it's a 10. Okay. So if they fail, they still don't know that you're doing this. Is that right? I think that's how it works.
Yes.
Or maybe they know.
I think they know.
They know?
They
Okay.
know regardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as you go deeper into his thoughts, you...
I think what Pip is also asking at that time, like, what do we need to do to convince you that we're not agents of Zariel?
Okay. You're definitely, as you dive deeper, you get this surge of hope that wells up inside of Yonder, and you get all these memories of him with Lulu, with Zariel, in the past before she turned, before the battle, all these like rapid flashes, and all of them are like warm and filled with hope and ambition and excitement, and you see flashes of like bigger like war councils happening, smaller, more intimate meetings with just Zariel, Lulu, and Yonder, Haruman, Olanthius, Yale. All of these memories just rapid fire. And when you ask, what is it we need to do to convince you, the memories suddenly kind of come to a stop on a crystal clear moment when Yonder made the decision to abandon them at the Bleeding Citadel. And the last thing that he said to Lulu was, "All hope is lost." And then he turned and jumped on his Pegasus and fled. And you get the sense that he's still wary that this might be some sort of illusion, but if that memory were to be able to be recalled in such clarity from Lulu, perhaps this is real. Because who else would have been there? Who else would have known what he had said to her?
If only we had memory transfer technology.
A little disappointed I don't have to lie about it. We did see this. I mean, I think at this point, Pip is just going to just turn to Lulu and tell him what you remember, how he fled.
Oh, okay. And she gently turns to Yonder, looking him in the eye. I remember being there. I do. It took a lot to get those memories back. And I do remember seeing you. turned to me in Olanthius, telling us that all hope was lost before he left. It's okay, Yonder. I forgive you. It's okay. It was a really awful place. It was an awful situation. We saw many friends die. I don't blame you. And you see Yonder just waver, 1,000-yard stare. Tears start to stream down his face, and he just drops to his knees and looks around at all of you. Fine. I'll choose to believe that this is real. I really hope this is real.
I mean,
As real as everything is.
I mean, you've got me thinking it's real, but how do we know that we're not being played? Like, what if she just follows us when we go there? Or, like, if she's scrying on us or something?
She will know as soon as I leave this place. You were able to get me off the tree, but as soon as I leave this place, she will know. We need to... If we want a chance, we need to create some sort of distraction. I know of something that could work.
Oh.
Can I insight check that? Can
Yeah.
I, like, is he being honest?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's awful. It's 13.
13? Yeah, he's not trying to pull one over on you all. Like, he's clearly... You get the sense that he so desperately hopes that this is real. But you can tell there's still a part of him that is kind of like unsure. He's still a bit mistrustful of the whole thing, but he's kind of just this is just such like a convincing moment, and everything feels so real and tangible that it feels like he's at the point he's just kind of giving into it. But there's still like he's still a little guarded, like maybe he's holding back a touch, but yeah. Yeah, he goes, when I was trying to find my way down here, I was on the material plane doing research and trying to figure out how to get down to this place. I felt compelled, after so many years of guilt, to return. And when I was researching in Candlekeep, I read that Zariel, she defeated the great demon and locked this demon away. The demon's name is... Kosteshi.
Okay.
Is this something that Kadam knows, or that Claire knows?
No.
Or...
I'm not going to tell you in particular, Nathan.
Okay. Apparently Kosteshi has been cast down into a great chasm, is being restrained within, here on the Avernus. I have no idea how we would find this place, but if we were to find it, perhaps we could set this beast free. And I'm sure that Kosteshi would want revenge. think that would be quite a distraction. We could, of course, try our luck and go straight to the Citadel. You all hear another somewhere in the distance. Yonder looks up, kind of shrinks down and looks at all of you. Did you not deal with him? Is he still out there?
We snuck by him.
We need to leave. We need to
Wait,
go.
but you said if we leave, then she'll know? I'm sorry. And there's everyone else, too.
He looks around at the forest that surrounds you. It's probably well over 50 trees, if not more. There are dozens upon dozens of individuals here, and he looks back at you. If we stay here and try to free every one of these, she will eventually arrive. But first we'll have to deal with Haruman.
Oh, that's Haruman.
Yes, we need to leave.
I see.
Do you have some means of transport, some way of getting a mount of some kind?
Do we?
We do.
We might be able to outrun him.
Let me just ask Gargouth real quick, and just pulls Gargouth out like, so do you know anything about this demon Kosteshi?
Yes, Kosteshi is...
Or like where he is specifically, so that we can find him.
I don't know where he is on Avernus. This happened after I had been banished from here. But I've heard of Kosteshi, of course. Kosteshi is a giant of sorts. Trying to think of how to put it.
A titan? What'd you say?
Oh, great. Are we just going to get another Titan?
Not a
Has he been
titan.
polymorphed?
Kosteshi is a demon, but
Okay.
takes on the visage of a giant very often. Tends to respond to the prayers of giants who summon Kosteshi. Wields a legendary hammer by the name of Metolok.
Wait,
Metalotok. Metalotok.
I don't blame you. It's probably been a while since you've said it.
Yeah, I'm, Abyssal is not my strong suit.
How... Did I get a sense from Sahanin as to whether they wanted me to just get Yonder, or whether this is just a blockage that ought to be flushed out, like this entire hill?
Right.
I mean, I know that they were like pointing directly at Yonder, but
I think that's kind of up to your interpretation.
I think Calliope is gonna go over and be like, okay, I can see. Let's see if this is practical, if we can even do it. And we'll go over to the nearest tree and like try to examine the runes again.
I mean, you've seen the runes. You
Yeah.
look at the nearest tree and you can quickly suss them out, and they look pretty much the same. There's some minor differences, but you suspect it would be another, dispel of 19 just to dispel one of these trees.
Yeah. I'll relay that. I don't know if Big Dummy has enough juice to disable all the runes. If it's just notifications, she's gonna be able to tell long before we're able to get out of here.
What are y'all gonna do?
I say we book it. We don't know where this demon is.
We don't.
I mean,
Yep.
alternative idea for distraction, Titan. And we just go ahead with that.
Yeah.
You hear another cry
I think it's time to
getting
go.
closer.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Legend. I'm
Why
Legend.
are you apologizing to yourself?
I'm sorry, Legend. I was just so intent on everybody. I know, let myself down, Legend, because that's me.
Um,
All right. Can you walk?
yes.
We can also do piggyback.
I can walk slowly. It's clear that he's moving at half his speed.
Are you hungry?
Let's.
Like, as we're walking.
Okay, so you all start. He's limping, so if you're matching his pace, he's going to be the slowest one. Start limping down the hill. As you start moving away, though, he is like looking up in the sky, looks at all of you. We should really move into the trees and try not to be noticed. You're kind of on the main sort of like path that leads up here, which is pretty open. What do you all? Are you gonna keep going down this main path or follow his advice?
I want to fight. I want to be noticed. But
Well,
get on, we'll go
I
into the
think we're gonna
trees.
fight. I think we're gonna fight either way. It's just when is it gonna notice us? Are we gonna fight while we're next to our vehicles or not?
Let's move
because-
to the trees.
It's
Okay.
it's gonna know no matter what.
So-
alternatively, nah, we don't got time for that. Just get in, get in. Calliope's like gonna get out,
Okay.
and it doesn't really fit ya, but just kind of climb on top. Try not. Oh, don't break anything. Watch your step.
I'm helping him.
Amazing. So you all press off into the trees.
No.
and if-
I'm saying that Calliope says we don't got time for that.
Oh,
Let's
you're just
book
gonna
it."
book it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. In that case, if you're gonna book it, you start going full speed, movement dash. Again, if you're gonna go lowest common denominator here, you're only gonna go as fast as your slowest party member. So I think.
I just Pip wants to do a couple things first. I think
Sure.
Pip is going to give him one of the healing potions and just be like, "It's not going to do much for you, but I have to do something."
Yeah. I mean, he looks at it. I don't know. Do healing potions work on undead? I don't know. I mean, I would think that if cure wounds doesn't work, then healing potion would work on undead.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Hold on.
at the very least, maybe I'll give you this, and Pip's going to give him a transformation potion so that he at least doesn't look like Yonder.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Sure. I mean, I just did a quick Google search and people are saying
No.
healing potions work for some reason.
Yep.
Well,
Rules as written.
They work on undead. Okay.
Healing potions do not say that they don't work on undead,
Okay.
while healing magic like cure wounds, etc. does.
Okay. Sure. He is because he's a vampire. He is back to his full
he's full health
because
already.
of the regeneration. So he politely gives you the healing potion back as you're all like doing this in this like hurried moment to start running down the hill. He will take the alter self potion, tuck it away, and then you all start to book it. So I think the slowest person in your group moves at a speed of 30, I think. So you can get 60 feet down the hill before
We had one round.
you had one round. You did not stealth, and this thing is so fast. You are moving down the hill, booking it, running, dust kicking up under you, periodically stepping in like more muddy sections that are just puddles of blood that have trickled out into the main path. And you get about halfway down the hill when you hear
the shrill cry of this creature floating above you. And you all turn to see a streak of fire just rocketing through the air towards you. Riding atop this fiery horse is a fully armored figure. You see, all of you who were, all of you saw this. You see that distinctive, almost undersea fish, underbite jaw-like piece on the helm. The figure has a lance that is just fully roiling in flames, aiming it down towards all of you, shield in the other hand, the horse rocketing towards you all, and you see burning hot coal eyes on the other side of the helm looking at all of you with hatred. Let's roll initiative as this thing comes barreling in your direction. Here we go. Let's see how this song is. Might be weird, but let me get first. Let me do initiative for this fella here. Where's my initiative tracker? Here it is. All right, here we go. Wow. Terrible initiative. Okay. Lucky for y'all. Let us go down the line here. Oh, I should get Yonder really quick. Oh, wait. At disadvantage? Yeah, that's more appropriate. All right. I'm just going to go down the line of this. If you guys want to rearrange yourselves roughly, like who would have been in lead or whatever, you can. But let's start with Valor. What did Valor get?
17.
All right. Kadam?
6.
Pip?
10.
And Calliope?
25.
Holy crap, what?
Thank you, Kadam.
You're welcome.
Plus 7.
Oh my god. Okay. Lulu got a 15. Okay. I'll say Lulu, she probably would have been out front with everybody. Okay. So, let's kick this thing off, shall we? Calliope, you are up first. You see this creature. You can see it there off to the western side of the map, just barreling towards you all. You are not in Big Dummy currently, so
I am not.
What are you gonna do?
Kick Yonder out.
Yeah, Yonder is currently sitting in Big Dummy, just kind of, awkwardly sitting there as it's running down the hill.
I think, God, this is such a bad idea, but I think it's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the momentum of the situation makes Calliope says, "Okay, Big Dummy, giddy up! Get him to the vehicles. Yonder, there's gonna be a couple of big vehicles. Get inside, get in one, hide. There's gonna be a small spine devil in. I might let you in, maybe."
Yonder shakes his head as Big Dummy kicks off and goes running down the hill.
Yeah, so
wow.
I cast Long Strider on
Oh my god.
Big Dummy earlier, so it has 50 speed, so a move and a boost.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get him there.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. Big Dummy goes charging down the hill and gets Yonder right at the base of the demon grinder. Yeah, awesome.
And I'm going to move 35 feet, which is down to there. Don't know how to both measure and... Can you measure on Roll20 while moving?
Yeah, kind of. You hold while holding your down left click. Like you click on your token, hold down left click. You can hit Q, and it'll bring up a little.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I was there. We'll hold him off. I'm gonna try to get there.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I do some quick, like, in the air calculations and math? If the nightmare goes after yonder, will it pass within 30 feet of me on its trip?
Man, this
I'm-
thing is
Yeah?
so fast. You suspect it could easily bypass you. In
Yeah, but within
three-dimensional
30
space.
feet of me, if it's going down at a
30
diagonal.
feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could probably gauge that. Yeah, it would probably be within 30 feet if it was going straight down at an angle.
Okay, I will prepare a spell then. Do I have to say what it is?
Yeah. So that it, yeah. What are you preparing?
Enlarge, reduce.
Okay, interesting. Okay. You to cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh my god, I just realized I didn't do something. Hold on, I gotta do it quick. So you have the enlarge reduced spell prepared. Checking something really quick. Oh, interesting. Sorry, y'all. I am.
We're all measuring stuff.
I know. It's been a while since we've had like a really intense. Just checking.
Oh, and little dummy, I think, is just accompanying me.
All right, I'm just gonna have to. Okay, all right. So you hold on to that spell, seeing this thing starting to rocket in all of yours direction. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. It is going to use a legendary action. It's going to use a legendary action to move. And yeah, I think... Yeah, it's going to go... It's going to go for yonder. So yeah, 90 feet. It goes flying, rocketing in the direction of yonder.
I'm so scared.
Lance in hand, flames billowing out. And Calliope,
That's your cue, Calliope.
it does get within 30 feet. What are you casting it on?
I'm casting it on the nightmare.
On the nightmare, okay.
Oh.
All right, the nightmare makes what kind of save?
Con, I believe, DC 17.
Con save, okay. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Oh, I rolled a 17 exactly. Wait, do you all see that, right? Okay,
No.
I think are
No.
my rolls not showing up? Okay, god damn it. Okay.
That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
God damn
rolled
it.
it exactly a 17. Oh man, that would have been that. Honestly, I was kind of hoping that had failed. That would have been so cool. But no, unfortunately, yeah, the
Can it
spell.
get its attention at least?
What was that?
Can it get its attention at least?
We'll see. We'll have to find out.
Okay.
But yeah, the spell releases and it fizzles across the body of the nightmare, taking us to Valor.
Valor is going to move.
Oh, actually, before Valor goes,
Okay.
layer actions.
Initiative count 20. Yeah. Okay.
On initiative count 20, layer actions start. first one that is going to happen is every impaled traitor within 60 feet. So all of them around you, within 60 feet of Haruman. Haruman rocketing down, raises the lance, and just looks around the battlefield and cries out in Infernal, so I think only Calliope probably hears, just a single command. Suffer! As all of the traitors around you, the barbs that are sticking into them suddenly grow and things start to puncture out of them, and all of these individuals impaled on the trees let out a simultaneous mournful cry that just fills the air with shrieks of agony. I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
You didn't do the thing, Kadam, did you?
I didn't. I didn't do the thing.
Y'all.
I rolled terribly.
Me too.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you're not even in Flash of Genius range to help, are ya?
Does that work for saves?
It is
Excuse me.
an incredibly OP ability, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Lulu made it with an 18, Pip with a 3, that will not make it. Calliope, did you get a 21?
Yeah.
That makes it. Kadam,
12.
that fails. And Valor?
2.
Okay, so Pip, Valor, and Kadam, you are suddenly overwhelmed with what you can only imagine is the feeling that all of the people around you are going through. You just suddenly feel like immense grief and also like piercing pain in different parts of your body. You all suffer from the Bane spell. So you are going to be adding a d4 to your attacks and saves and subtracting that number. I'm going to I'll just put this little icon on y'all.
Does Pip also feel kind of a second presence of like, wow, this is kind of weird, it sucks, but I'm also enjoying it?
I think so. And I didn't actually roll for Haruman. Oh yeah, definitely fails. So Haruman is also baned. Okay.
Haruman? Or
sorry, not
Yonder?
Haruman. Yonder.
Okay.
All right, Valor, you are up.
Valor's gonna run forward.
Get to the chopper.
And how high up is the
Let's just keep it simple and say 30 feet up because was within the radius.
Okay,
of
well that's
Calliope.
not gonna reach. And I guess it's gonna keep running.
Okay.
Because if the creature's 30 feet up and she's what was that, 15 feet away, 20 feet away? Yeah,
25 feet.
that's not gonna hit. Okay.
What, with a javelin?
Yeah.
Disadvantage. You can also target the mount as well.
Yeah, but disadvantage minus a d4.
That's fair. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we're just gonna sprint, and as she sprints by, Calliope, you got this. Actually, probably not to Calliope though. Pip, you got this. We're talking backward for a moment. So Pip, you can add a d4 to all attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, so.
So, yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna say, yeah. So the Bane. I know we just talked about this, Claire. I was like getting advice, but I'm gonna say that the bane is going to end at the start of your next turn. Is when it'll end. So Valor still has that feeling clinging to her as she's running down the hill. Lulu is up. Oh, at the end of Valor's turn, Haruman is going to continue. Oh, man. Yeah, I think he's going to wheel around on you, Calliope, sort of hovering there.
Never mind, I don't want this, I don't want this!
And Haruman is going to use Frightened Foe, is going to stare at you. The eyes flare up. I need you to make another wisdom save for me.
That's only a 4.
You become frightened of Haruman. So you cannot move towards Haruman, and all attacks are made at disadvantage against Haruman. What do you think it is that happens to Calliope that actually frightens her in this moment to make it so that she feels like she can't move towards this creature? And it could be, it could be supernatural for sure. Like maybe he somehow is able to.
I think she gets a flash of deja vu of like running and like having the ground just kind of like turn to sludge and like not being able to like make any sort of progress. You know that you need to get somewhere far away. You know that monsters are chasing you. And I think it's like almost, it just like hits a weak point in her psyche where like she's recently had this dream and like this kind of like resonance just like it takes hold of her.
Okay, yeah. All that feeling just sinks into you, and you have those flashes, and then you just see this powerful figure looming there before you, floating, bearing down upon all of your friends. Taking us to Lulu. Lulu is what? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. And she's gonna fly up towards Haruman, and she's gonna use her little trumpet blast. She's gonna do the sparkles. So Haruman makes a con save. Wow. Oh wait, is this a match?
Is it magic? You ask about the rainbow sparkle explosion.
Well, hold on. Saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So I think this is a magical effect. Okay, yeah. This is are the sparkles a magical effect? Yeah.
They're like little shurikens.
Little shurikens, yeah. You know what? To speed this up with her, instead of rolling, I'm just gonna do the average they always have, just to keep things moving.
Sounds great.
So 22 points reduced to 11, so 11 points of damage to Haruman. And the nightmare needs to make a save as well, which I don't think that one does have magic resistance. No, it doesn't. So the nightmare does take the full 22 points, blasting it. Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? I changed it from evil creatures to like fiends. So he would have had just a straight roll. Okay, so they both fail. So 22 points to both. Nice. So they're both blasted by the sparkles, kind of rearing back. And Haruman suddenly looks straight at Lulu, cocks his head. And she kind of goes a little wide-eyed. Okay, and then goes darting back to Kadam and sort of flutters there behind Kadam. We got this. We can do this.
Yep. We're going forward. We're going forward.
I'm really fast. I'm here to help you. Okay, Pip, you're up.
I'm happy. Well, okay. Pip is gonna run forward firstly.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I think run and dash. So that's 70 feet. Yeah. I 30 feet up. So my big thing won't be able to hit it. It's a nightmare. So Gargouth is useless.
You
Can
don't
Gargath
know.
do like a fear thing? Do you think that we can scare it?
I mean, Gargouth can actually, right? Yeah, Gargouth definitely has a thing.
Give it like a 50% chance of being immune to that as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that I mean, hold up.
It's like Gargath, I choose
He does.
you.
Look at Nathan's face.
Yeah. I'm like, there's Gargouth, you're not helpful. You're not helpful. I'm just gonna try and make it to the machine, honestly.
You don't know.
I think I kind of do, actually. Madame, do you want to get closer? I can vortex warp somebody to the machine, to the persistence.
Actually, no, thank you.
All right, in that case, I'm going to go forward.
Okay.
I'm going to run here, and when I'm there, I'm that far away, 30 feet up. I mean, I guess from here, I'll start with... Sucks, only 15-foot cone. I think I'm going to try and hit the nightmare with a ray of sickness.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what kind of save? Or is it?
That's
It's
an
attack
on
roll,
save.
right?
It's it's an attack roll first, but then the nightmare has to make a Constitution save.
If it hits. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Go for it. So you go sprinting past Calliope and shoot out your ray of sickness. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I said, come on, cast.
I have a
Okay.
feeling we're gonna get like three commands coming through.
Yeah, what is going on here? Okay, it just isn't doing it, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's
just gonna
okay.
roll my
Yeah.
D20.
Yeah.
and then
Roll a
add-
d20 and then.
That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage. Double the dice.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is. Still needs to make 2d8 poison. That's not a lot.
Hey, anything.
13. That's a 26.
Oh my god.
Wait,
26.
I think
And then do you add your spell attack modifier on top of that, or
Yes, I do.
so 26 plus
Plus 6.
6? Okay. Wait, you have a plus? No. It
Oh,
should be
no,
a
plus 2. Plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay. So 28.
Yeah, sorry.
28 points of damage.
Wow.
Wow. Oh wait. What kind of damage?
It's let me check.
Oh wait, it's fine.
It's
not-
poison. It's poison.
It's poison. Okay. So 28 points of poison damage. Splashes across the flank of the nightmare, and it makes a con save now to see if it gets poisoned.
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
Does that succeed?
That's exactly.
That's exactly it. Okay, so the nightmare lets out a shriek and kind of falters in the air, but it's still floating there. And then you were gonna run, right? 70 feet.
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay. Is anything else for you, Pip? Okay.
That was action, bonus action.
Okay, go ahead and move your token. That takes us to Haruman. Haruman, looking around at all this. Looking at all these targets.
Oh, Pip, did you not? Oh, yeah, there we go. I see.
I think... Oh, you should have been rolling a... Oh, no, but you got a natural 20, so we're fine. Haruman is gonna go for you, Pip, because you just shot the shit out of his horse. So he sees you running past and kicks the horse as it rockets towards you with incredible speed. Will fly high enough to not provoke that opportunity attack from Valor, and sort of dips down, coming straight at you with this fiery lance, and is going to make 3 attacks with the lance on you. Flames billowing off of it. Here we go. So, first attack. 28. 28. And a natural 1. So that one misses. But 2 hit. So we got 8 points of piercing and 19 points of fire damage as that bursts up around you. And then the second hit, 15 points of piercing. Wow, I rolled max damage on that. And 20 points of fire damage. As those 2 manage to pierce into you, Pip, you almost stagger over onto your ass from these strikes. Just barely.
I do stagger onto my ass.
Oh, you're not out, are you?
I'm down.
No way.
Wait,
What?
how much damage did you just take? I zoomed out just for a second.
How many hit points do you have?
Yeah, how many hit points do you have?
I was not at full.
Why not?
Oh, you would have
Why
had it.
not?
You would have had a long
would've?
rest. Yeah.
Oh, we would
yeah.
have had a long rest.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
thank God.
Oh my god. I was like, what? Yes, you would have had a long rest. Please.
Okay,
take a
okay,
long
good.
rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So
So-
I'm at 30. I'm chill.
Okay. Only 30. We're good. Okay. Yeah, so these 3 attacks, and the final one you manage to duck right out of the way as it just goes straight over your head. And Haruman, just looking straight down at you, also gets to use Terrifying Command. Let's see. Oh, this actually applies to every creature within 60 feet. So I think managed to miss you, right, Kadam? Yeah.
But everyone else.
But everyone else, go ahead and make a charisma save as I think he just says probably, I think it comes out like, I think in this case it's very similar to the Wandering Emporium, where like you hear the language that is whatever your first language would be, whatever your like most comfortable language would be, is what you hear this in. But you just hear him look around and just say, "Submit," as this command echoes out across all of you. Go ahead and make that charisma save for me.
Is this a spell or a magical effect?
This is a magical effect.
Okay. Yes.
30-20 for Valor.
Valor makes it.
18 for Clappy.
Calliope makes it.
That's a 16 that I can boost to an 18 if I have to.
Do you boost it to an 18?
Yes.
You make it. And yeah, Yonder is baned and afraid.
Yeah, You think it's real yet?
Yeah, I mean Yonder is cowering over here. Okay, that was. So those of you that made the save, you are immune from that effect for the next 24 hours, so you don't need to worry about making it again. That was Haruman. Kadam, you are up.
All right, I am going to cast Summon Celestial.
Okay.
I pull out the little golden reliquary that I bought at the Emporium, and I open it up and whisper into it, Sehanin, please, we need your help. And I am going to summon a Celestial Avenger.
What is that? Is it just look like is this like one of those like it has its own custom stat block? It's not
Yeah.
okay. So what does it look like?
It is a large celestial. That is the only description I get.
Okay. Do you want me to decide or do you want to decide?
I'm thinking that we are seeing a very ancient looking elf.
Okay.
With 4 owl's wings and Sehanin's moon bow, the upside down crescent moon within their eyes, with the idea that this is a follower of Sehanin who died and is now an angel at their call.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just as a placeholder, I'm just grabbing, I don't know, I'm just grabbing this diva token for
Great.
now.
and
Is it a large creature?
It's a large creature.
Look at this muscled man. Okay. Where are you placing?
I would love for them to be. Let's see.
The return of blue steel.
Like.
I don't know what the range
within
is.
90 feet of me.
Oh wow. Okay.
But a distance from. Let's say over here.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. That's silliness. I don't know if we're gonna get anything major here. Yeah.
Okay.
So they appear.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like a. I mean, I think it's just like almost like you see like suddenly like almost like a soft spot of moonlight with almost like dust particles flowing through it for a second, and then it sort of builds in intensity, and with like a streak of light just and appears this 4-winged ancient elf looming there above the trees, looking over all of this. What happens next?
Then I move forward.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to trigger my hybrid transformation.
Okay.
So I'm going boar.
Okay. Turn into a boar. Awesome.
This is also my dream.
Hybrid, not full boar.
Okay, cool.
Then they go on my initiative directly after my turn.
Perfect. What are they gonna do?
So they are going to take their radiant bow and fire 2 shots.
At Haruman, at the nightmare.
At the nightmare.
Okay.
How does this work? Let's find out together. My spell attack modifier. All right. First attack, 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, we're doing 2d6 plus 17 points of radiant damage on the first hit. Second attack, So much. 25.
Yep.
11 points of radiant damage.
These streaks of bright moonlight arrows, like bolts, just shoot through the air and cut through the nightmare like it's nothing, leaving gaping holes in its side. And that second one just right through its flank, and it lets out a final as it tumbles back and falls on the ground. Haruman tumbling down to the ground. I'll see if he can catch himself. He manages to land with the lance at his side, and then just stands up, looking in the direction of you, Kadam. Anything else for you, Kadam?
Let's do some quick measurements of the scary fast thing's dead.
The nightmare is dead.
Okay, cool. I think that the Avengers gonna stay where they are.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Haruman, still looking at you, Kadam, is going to make another javelin attack at Pip. Just looking at you and just quickly and decisively. Let's see if they hit.
What did I do?
20 to hit, Pip.
Come on. I'm just
15 points of piercing.
15.
15 and 17 points of fire.
Oh no!
Are you down?
Oh my god! Yeah.
So, Kadam, not even looking at Pip, just staring at you, just one decisive and the lance just goes right through Pip's shoulder, and Pip and then pulls it out as Pip collapses down limp and just looking at you. All right, that takes us to Yonder. Yonder is afraid. Let me see.
Big Dummy kind of like hunkers down to kind of like lean him off.
Yeah, Yonder is going to start to climb inside the demon grinder. Only 15 feet of movement. So Yonder disappears inside the demon grinder. Let me check something.
Old Rock has a friend.
Oh my god.
Good for him. He needs a friend.
And I think you all see Yonder weakly, one of the hatches, and Yonder weakly climbs out to where one of the ballista are on the side. Looking over at Haruman, gets up onto it, and that's all of his movement just to get onto it, but he's now leaning against the ballista and is looking like he's trying to get ready to shift it in the direction of Haruman. At the end of his turn, he makes, at disadvantage, makes another, I think it's a charisma save for that effect. Yeah, there's no way. 7, he's still afraid of Haruman. He's gonna try. Calliope, you are up. Oh, at the end of Yonder's turn, Haruman turns towards you, Kadam, and begins to walk with purpose. Straight towards you, lance at the side. Straight up towards you. Okay. Calliope, you are up.
Be brave. Be brave. Be brave.
Oh, right, you're
I can't be
afraid.
brave.
You're afraid of Haruman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I could go through some sort of emotional catharsis here. Fuck that. And I think I just reach down and like what's something like I just like grab some sort of like glass pellets, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna like crush them, and they I think I've done this before, but I don't totally remember how, so I guess it's just new. And just this kind of like aroma comes out for me. It's kind of like smelling salts. And so I'm gonna cast Heroism on, I guess, both myself and Kadam might as well, because you're next to me and it's touch. So I'm upcasting Heroism.
Very cool.
Which makes both you and me gain, I believe, 5 temp HP per turn and immune to fear.
Immune to fear? Oh my god, so the
Okay.
fear fades on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then bonus action, be like, Big Dummy, we need you. And Big Dummy is going to move and dash.
Yep.
Oh, that's Demon Grinder.
Ah,
Big Dummy.
biggest dummy.
Biggest dummy. Yeah, and I think it's just kind of like gonna wheel around and like come to a like skidding halt, like in between us and this figure, and Calliope is gonna climb up and mount up.
Okay, cool.
It's like, okay, Bucko,
Okay, awesome.
we're gonna see what it's like to mess with the wrong person.
And I think with that, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's action, bonus action, and a whole bunch of movement.
Okay. At the we're gonna end tonight right here because it's late. I just saw what time it was. But I am gonna end it with Harmon's last legendary action, so that when we start next session, we'll be fresh. We know that Harmon's used all of his legendary actions. He is going to use the last one to attack you, Kadam, as the lance.
Disadvantage from Big Dummy.
Okay. Disadvantage as Big Dummy attempts to deflect it straight at you, Kadam. Yeah, it's a 14. Does that hit?
Not
yeah,
at all.
so and that is where we're gonna end tonight, with you all facing off with Haruman. Pip is currently down and bleeding out, and we'll pick up here next time. Sorry we couldn't finish this all in one night, but it's just how it goes sometimes. Okay. Thank you for joining tonight. We will
I
see
didn't
you.
even realize we'd gone so far over.
I didn't either. And then I looked down and I was like, oh my god, it's so late. And I do need to go. Thank you everybody for joining. We'll see you next week. Next week will be the last week for a while, or like a week, I guess. But I'm going to be off for travel. So it'll be a nice way to finish this up. We'll either die to Haruman or defeat
now we're
Haruman.
fine.
Yeah. All right. See you all later.
We have a male model on our side.
Bye.
Bye.